Bharti has got a long-term investor. This is Qatar Foundation. Qatar Foundation is a sovereign fund which is backed by the Kingdom of Qatar. Bharti is likely to sell 5% stake to Qatar Foundation for $1.26 billion. So again, this is serious long-term FDI money which is now coming to India. First it was Unilever and now this is Qatar Foundation. Bharti will issue about 20 crore shares to the Qatar Foundation. This will lead to some degree of equity dilution, but if the money comes back into the company, the first objective here would really be to retire the debt. The problem for Bharti is a debt. 40,000 crore of debt. If they are able to retire it in a meaningful manner, I'm sure that will go down very well with the shareholders. So the big news is that this is the second big long-term investor who has indicated that they want to invest in India. First it was Unilever, IKEA got a clearance last night, and now it is Qatar Foundation. Titankar, very quickly, what do you make of this news? Only the headline news. Do you think this is good news for Bharti? And if yes, how do you see the stock reacting to this news?
I think it is positive. I think it's fairly positive. The only question is, the turnaround in the stock is only likely to happen now. FY14, FY15 is when, once their volume growth frankly stabilizes, one would expect them to mine the current, set of consumers. One would expect ARPMs to go up. So I would have actually thought this money to have come in probably later on in the year or probably early on in FY15 rather than now. To my mind, it seems that they've done it slightly earlier than expected. But from an overall perspective,
just to make a point
yes,
here, they are coming at 340 rupees. Bharti yesterday closed at about 318. So Qatar Foundation is investing in Bharti at a premium to yesterday's closing price. And like you mentioned, they are coming at a time when the basic business for Bharti is bombed out. I mean, there are multiple concerns in the time. And typically, Titankar, we know that sovereign funds, they have patience. They have a holding period of 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, even 20 years. So maybe this is long-term capital.
Absolutely, Nikunj. The only point I was trying to make is that if they had shown a little bit of a turnaround actually before getting in for an FDI investment in their company, they would have probably got an even higher premium.